Hello YouTube, welcome to the next episode of P4. Just wanted to give you a quick update on our peppers. It's actually been raining, which has been wonderful for the peppers. It was kind of a drought this year, but now we have peppers galore and our plants are getting big. Look, there's more sprouts coming on. Our one lonely bell pepper. Jalapeno plant. So you got jalapenos. This guy's getting massive. This is a white diamond. I don't really see anything. I think we picked that one. Serrano. We got two serrano peppers right there. The one starting. This one's a weird one. It's supposed to be a bell pepper, but to me it kind of more looks like a banana pepper. Get more flowers coming on. Banana pepper. I think we got a lot of peppers off of this one already. Back there, serrano pepper. White diamond, there's one and a bunch of flowers coming on. Banana pepper. And a little guy enjoying the banana pepper. Jalapeno. Got one going on there. This is a white diamond. I'm not sure if you can see that massive one back there. Banana peppers. That one's looking weird. And I'm proud to announce our eggplant has finally survived. It's looking much better. Even got a little blossom right there. It's pretty exciting. Serrano. Another banana pepper. More blooms. Exciting. I don't know what's up with this guy. Here's another, I think this is a banana pepper. Looks more like a bell pepper though. And nothing on this guy. So that is our update for our peppers and one eggplant. Good morning YouTube, it's Amber from Point Place Patio Planters. I am coming to you alone at home. Yes, that's right, Jason and Will left me. They are going to be going to the United States' largest video arcade, which is in Brookfield, Illinois. I believe it's called Galloping Ghosts. So how am I going to spend my free time? No, not with the book. No, not catching up on any TV shows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pressure can, I think chili. I'm going to pressure can some chicken. Basically, I'm going to be spending my weekend canning. So here's the start of the chili. You're always going to start with your chili recipe. I would share mine, but it's a family secret. So I'll be back once I have the chili completed. All right, we're back. I know what you're thinking. Amber, why the heck do you keep showing us canning videos? Well, I'm a firm believer if you've taken the time to learn how to grow your own food, that you should take the time to learn how to preserve your own food. So we're getting ready to put the chili into the jars. Now these are hot jars, hot chili. Obviously I have the towel going because you never want hot jars sitting on your counter. That'll give it opportunity to explode, get cracks in it. So you always got to be careful. Obviously I have my paper towel that has vinegar on it to wipe the rims off before I go ahead and put the top on it. Why vinegar, you're probably asking. You've seen a lot of videos that show just do it with water. Well, I did make chili and it's got meat in it. Meat can get a little greasy. So vinegar is the best to use to make sure none of the grease is on the lid between the rim between the lid. So I'm not going to waste your time and show you me filling up each one of these jars. Just make sure to leave 1-inch head space, and I'll be back once we put these in the canner. Alright guys, we ended up getting 11 quarts of chili. I did end up making a third batch of chili because I hate running my pressure canner with not enough stuff in it. I got a big monster of a pressure canner, so we're going to attempt these 11 quarts of chili. So I'm going to put them in the pressure canner, and then we'll get the whole process started. I would show you how my pressure canner works, but I'm afraid to give you the instructions. Honestly, if you own a pressure canner, it's very, very, very important that you follow the instructions for your particular pressure canner. Don't follow anybody else's if they're using a different pressure canner. It's super, super, super important that you follow those instructions. So I'll be back once these are in and we're starting the vent. Okay, finally got everything in the canner and it is on high, getting ready to start canning process. I just wanted to go over the step-by-step to get to this point. So number one, what we did is we checked all of our jars. We looked for fractures, we'll go with fractures, chips, any kind of hairline cracks, anything that is wrong with that jar. Please do not use that jar for canning, either a water bath or in the pressure canner. You just inherited a very nice drinking glass if you have something wrong with your jar. So we inspected our jars and then we rinsed them with hot soapy water. There's no need to sterilize your jars when you're pressure canning because it sterilizes it for you during the pressure canning process. Then number two, we sterilized everything that we were going to use. There's several ways to learn how to sterilize stuff. You can go ahead and probably look something up on YouTube on how to do that. My favorite thing is to sterilize it in the dishwasher. Yay, not a lot of work. Okay, then we made our chili. We heated our jars while we were making our chili. There's several ways to do that as well. You can do it in the dishwasher, you can do it in the oven, you can do it in a pot on the stove. Whatever method works for you, go ahead and use it. It really depends on your kitchen space. I am fortunate that I have a lot of counter space. So number three, then we filled our jars. Oh, I'm sorry, let's back up. We started warming up the lids on the stove, not the rings that go on the lids, just the lids, to warm up that little rubber ring that goes on all of the tops of the jars. Number three, we filled our jars, our warm jars, with our warm chili. Never, ever, ever put warm stuff in a cold jar. You can have the tendency of breakage, of chips, anything could go wrong. So warm liquid in a warm jar, cold liquid in a cold jar. That's just the rule of thumb. We left a 1-inch headspace. We burped the jars. We cleaned off the top rim of the jars with some vinegar. We put on the top with the ring, and then we hand tight put the ring on top. And then we put it in our pressure canner. So this is where we're at now. From here, what we're doing is we're waiting until on this valve up top here that starts sputtering and putting out a nice bath of steam. We're going to let it steam for 10 minutes and then we're going to go ahead and start the pressure canning process. I'll be back once this is all complete. I don't want to bore you. I'm sure you have better things to do than watch 90 minutes of canning. But we are going to can this for 90 minutes since we did do quarts. If we were doing pints, we would have done it for 75. All right, I'll be back to show off our progress. All right, guys, 11 quarts of chili completed. I do have, I believe, 5 quarts of chicken and 2 quarts of ground pork in the pressure canner right now. I've been obsessed with canning ever since a couple winters ago. We didn't have enough food in the house and they called a level 3 emergency for a couple days, which means we didn't really go hungry. I mean, we had all the last minute stuff, but I'm not willing to do that again. But anyways, this is what they call cloudy. So when you hear people say cloudy, that's what it is. You can prevent that if you put a little bit of vinegar in your water. I completely forgot, it slipped my mind. And this is what happens. Obviously I'm going to have to wipe off my jars and clean them in soapy hot water, but this is what happens when you overfill your jars. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching and have a great day.